Hello folks, and welcome. I've not pardon me, just trying to find my glasses. I seen them a minute ago. Do you know when you know you've got something and you know it's there and you can't even see it? You can't see it for looking. Yeah, where did I put my glasses? Hang on a minute ago. I hate it now. I hate having to wear glasses. Jesus, horrible things. Anyway, let's put the soldering iron back in. I've been doing a bit of tidying up in here, and although it doesn't look it, oh, here they are, right in front of me. Friggin', let's give them a wipe. Anyway, folks, you're probably wondering what's Vintage Electronics Repair doing with a ukulele on his bench. You're probably thinking, has he gone a bit funny in the head? Well, I've always been a bit funny in the head, but what the plan here is, and there is a plan, trust me, there is a plan. So what I want to do, I want to open this rather large, I hate these bags. I'll open this rather large bag, and in this rather large bag, that belongs to one of their amps, is a Bluetooth player, which is FM radio, and pretty much the same thing. It's the same sort of thing I put into that. Now what I want to look at doing, what I want to do, just for shit, this is really this is just for shits and giggles. I lost one of those. Should be two of them. Just fell out somewhere. Not that it matters. Oh no, it's not. It's here. Do you know they don't give you the screws for these? They expect you to find them yourself. And there's a remote control with it as well. Anyway, so basically what we're going to do, we're going to build this and one of these amplifiers into here. Into this ukulele. That's the plan. Now whether the plan comes to fruition, that's another matter, but that's the plan. So what I'm going to do to make life easier for myself, slacken everything up a bit. Slacken everything up. I'm going to have to build the amplifier, but that'll only take me a few minutes to build, assuming I don't lose all the bits, because there's a hole in the bag and bits are falling out. There we go. Right, so the soldering iron's on. The soldering iron cleaner's there. We've got this Bluetooth module, which I don't know where I'm going to mount yet, but I'm going to put a speaker in this. And I'm just going to take some planning. So basically, that and that, if you like, is going to go into this, and it's all going to be powered by a 12 volt power adapter. I'm not going to mess about with batteries, there's no point in doing that. And this will deal with it'll deal with USB TF, which is a micro SD in English. FM radio, MP3 and Bluetooth. So, you know, what I'm going to do to make life easier for myself, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take I'm going to undo the bridge. Because this is not going to be used as a musical instrument anymore. That's if the bridge hasn't been glued down as well. Take that out. Has it been glued down? Let's see if it's been glued down as well. It has, but very shittily. The strings will never be tuned again anyway, so it doesn't matter. That feels like it's tune up the screw. Yeah, that's tune up the screw, that I think. I'll tell you what, let's not take any chances. See, one of the strings won't be going back on anyway, because one of them will be the FM aerial. There we go. Let's take them off at this side, this end. See, I wanted to avoid it. I'll come back when I've got the strings off. I'm not going to cut them because I want to reuse them. Right, well that's the strings all undone. That's good enough. So what we need to do is find a loudspeaker that will fit into here. I won't worry about that just now. And what we need to do is worry about how we're going to fit the electronics. I'll probably have to make in the Bluetooth module. I mean, we can put that pretty much anywhere. I'd have liked, to be honest, I'd have liked to have chopped this out here. I would have liked to have chopped that and put it in there, but it was not deep enough. It's not deep enough, so there's no point. I'd have liked to have put it in there, but it's not deep enough, so I'm not going to bother. So I'm going to put it. It's either going to go here, so if I get me pen, do you know you can never find a pen when you need it, can you? I've got pens and pencils and all sorts of shit, and you know when I need something I can't fucking find it. Things just move about in here and do what they please, and that won't write on it. That's, I need my permanent marker. I can't seem to put my fucking hand on it, so that ain't gonna happen, is it? Unless it's in the drawer, which I don't think it is. There's a hard drive in the drawer. Put that back and keep it safe. I know it's a good hard drive, it's been tested. Right, so what I'm going to do then, as I can't find my marker, never mind, I've got two of the bloody things. And I know they're both in here, and the pencil won't do it, I don't think. Just looking now. No, I've got a clue where it is. It's in here somewhere. Can't think where. But what the plan is, the plan really is to cut see, I could use either side of that because I want it straight as I can get it, and it's actually going to have to go close to the bridge. It's going to have to go there. So that's no problem. I did have a silver one of these mounts, you know, and I think it was a bit small. Oh no, it's the same size. Is it the same size? It's here. I had a silver one which is square. It's a bit smaller. Wonder if the board will fit. No, it fucking won't. The board's a bit fucking bigger. Oh, it was a twat that, innit? That would have been, that'd have gone lovely, that. I'd have used that one, but it's too small. Right. Yeah, I'll have to use this one. So basically, what we need to do is get a scribe, which I suppose really it's whoops, that's near there. So after doing the videotape one, it doesn't matter about it moving about at the moment because right. So basically that's the top. Are we there? Yeah. Yeah, would be perfect there. Bring that round. Whoops. Right. Get out of the way. Bring my ruler in. Yeah. I want it a bit shorter than what it's going to be. The reason why I'm doing it a bit shorter is because I need room for the screw holes and stuff, so and I reckon there, and then I can leave a room for adjustment. And I'm left-handed, and I'm about to right. So basically what I need to do now is just get the Dremel and take out what I don't need. So some of you are cringing, aren't you, folks? Cringing. Oh, let me do this up here. I've got the proper tool. If you're going to do this, at least do it by a proper Dremel. Don't buy one of them knockoff ones, are not as good. This is a proper Dremel tool made by Dremel. And I'm going to try and use the grinder tool for this. I'll tell you what, do you know, one of the best tools you can ever have in your arsenal is a Dremel. Honestly. One of the best tools you can ever have. You've not seen me swing the camera mount about tonight because A, I don't need to, and B, the battery's dead. And it's in the right position, so. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to chop this out. You get an idea, I'll come back in a minute. Right, well I'm back, and what I've done, just switch over to the big screen. Right, what I've done, I've cut the slot out. I've got a couple of scuffs here and there, but where I've caught the Dremel, I'm not bothered about it because I'm going to paint it anyway. I'm going to give it a sand down and do a nice job on it anyway. So that's not really a problem. Now what I've done, I've cut the hole a bit smaller. We'll pull the unit out. I've cut the hole a bit smaller. I've got a bit of feckling to do. I need to sand it down and, just. In fact, I could probably just. No, I'm going to end up cutting through that string if I do that. But saying that, that does fit in there, folks. Look at that. Look at that fits in there nicely. Well, it could do a bit more because it's not completely flat. That so. I just need to just not cut it, but see if that's any better. Because it needs to, because there's like a thing there that needs to fit in flush. Otherwise it won't sit flush. So that's all I'm doing there, just making some slight adjustments. Just to make it fit. That side there's okay. Oh, just that there, just a little bit more needs to go down to make it flush. There we go. Let's try that. If that doesn't work, I'll do it off camera. But I'm pretty sure it should be about right. Yeah, once we're in there. Yeah, we need a bit more off it, I'm afraid. I'll be back in a minute, folks. There we go, folks. That's in. That's in. That's not bad. And the buttons all work. So basically, that's that sorted. I can work out, and there we go. I can work out. I could do coming back this way slightly, but that's no problem. But that's all okay. And what I can do next is work out the electronics and the speaker. I'm only going to put one speaker in it and connect the both left and right channels together. But I'm only going to use one of those little amplifiers. Powered at 12 volts. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there while I dig out the rest of the stuff I need and work out how I'm going to do the back. Be some sort of hinge. I'll catch you in a bit, folks. Hi folks, well I'm back. I've temporarily screwed the Bluetooth unit in. So that's... They all work, yeah, because you have to watch it, sometimes they fucking don't. And I've got the... Oh, pardon me, the burps as well. Just move some of this crap out of the way. I've got the... Oops. I've got the little amplifier here, which I've just built. I've just built the little amplifier that'll be mounted to a heatsink and be fitted into here. See, I'm not going to be able to fit all this into there. So what I'm going to have to do is put the amp there for a minute. I'm going to have to look at it and basically I'm going to have to cut a piece out of the back and put a back door in it. Well, that's easy enough to do, because we just take our ruler, well, our scriber to start with, then we just take our ruler and come back to about here. Yep. There we go, that's one. You just scribe it, and then once you scribed it you can just make the cuts then. And I need to make it wide enough so that I can get into it. Don't matter if I overgo, because it doesn't matter if I overdo it. Basically because yep, pardon me folks. Right, so basically what I need to do now is turn it round and make the other mark, and that should do it. Oops. That's it. I went a bit off there, but we're alright. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do, I should have enough room to get the speaker in there. I'm going to put the speaker in here. I might have to enlarge this a bit, but hopefully not, because I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to put the speaker in here, try and find a speaker that fits. And the back door can be here, and that way I can get into it. That way I can get into it to fit the electronics, or I could even fit the electronics to the back door. Even, you know, the amp and stuff, I could fit it to the back door and then fit it in. So, you know, fit it to the door here. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to cut this panel out. Right, we're back, and what I've done, I've cut this panel out, as you can see, and that'll now allow me to clean all this crap out of here, and it'll allow me to fit the electronics into here. And I mean, I could put the amp here, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the amp here, probably mount it onto here, but we'll see. But I might be able to get in there to mount the amp. If I can, then I will, but I've got to prepare all this now by sanding it. Sand all this down. It's pretty smooth that as it is, but I'm going to sand it down so it's nice and smooth. I'm going to put a couple of little hinges on here. I've got somewhere I've got some nice small little hinges which I'm going to put on here, or maybe even a small piece of piano hinge to put on here, and a little catch on here so it can be opened to be got into. And I'll put I'll glue a little block into here so that the door can't go all the way in. So, you know, that's what we'll do. And we'll put some stuff in here so that it can't resonate. We'll find something for it. And the last thing we want is it resonating. And what I'll do, when I'm at the swap meet, I haven't got a speaker that size. So what I'll do when I'm at the swap meet on Sunday, I'm going to Goulburn. Oh, we're going to see a few of you down at Goulburn. When I go to Goulburn, I'm going to pick up a speaker. Depends though, because this video might get uploaded after I pick up the speaker. So, you know, it depends on when this video gets uploaded. But that's, I think that, you know, I think that, because it will stand up. It will by the time I'm done with it. You know, it could even be hung on the wall or something. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little socket in the back here, so that there's nothing protruding out the back. I'm going to put the socket at the bottom here, so that the I might actually have a small speaker actually. I think I might have a speaker to do that, but I'll have a look in a bit. But yeah, I think I might have a speaker that'll do that. There we go. It's about the best tune that's ever been played on it. But it's all got to be taken apart and cleaned, and this has got to be dealt with where I caught it, and sprayed, painted, whatever. Probably get sprayed. So, you know, but I want to do that after I've done all the actual work, and when you know, just when it involves putting it all back together. But yeah, this is yeah, it's only going to be a mono item. This I'm going to wire them both left and right into one, and the speaker will be mounted here, obviously, where the sound hole is. But And the amp, I could probably, look at that, look how dinky these amps are. They actually fit in the sound hole. I could, there we go, I could at a pinch fit the amp in there like that, obviously with an heatsink on it. I could just fit the amp in there because it'll all be wired. It'll all be wired and done. So I could probably just fit the amp in and leave enough wire for me to get to everything. Because the plus and minus DC is here, speaker will connect to here, and the input will go here. That'll be the output from this device here. I don't expect it to give a lot of volume. It should give a decent amount now. I don't expect it to give, you know, I don't expect it to be a powerhouse. Obviously, it's not gonna be. But and one of the strings, I'll take one of the strings off, and I'll use one of the strings as an FM aerial, and I'll just run a wire up to here for one of for as an FM aerial, and I'll put the other strings back on, but put them on just loosely, and then maybe glue these so they can't be turned. You know, lock them off or something. In fact, I might take these off, put them on my other ukulele, because these ones feel better than the one that's on mine. Oh no, that one doesn't. What I'll do, I'll glue all these, put them into a position, and then glue them so they can't be adjusted. And that's what it'll look like, but it'll have a speaker in there with, try and get some sort of a mesh, some sort of speaker grill in there as well. See where we go with it. So that's me, and this will be cleaned up, because this actually not bad actually. That'll form the back door. That'll go back on where it always was, which is, yeah, that way. That'll go back where it always was. It's a bit bigger than what it was, obviously, but I want that anyway. But I'll put a little catch on there so I can get into it, do any work if we have to. I mean, there's no point in putting two speakers in here, you'd never benefit from it. So just one speaker is good enough for this for this project. Well, I'm going to leave that there for now, folks. But the main reason why we haven't really had anything from the workshop recently is because my fluorescent tube had burnt out, and I couldn't see on the bench anyway to do anything. But my friend Mick today called, and he brought me a replacement fluorescent tube. Well, actually he brought two, and so I've got a spare. He brought two in case one didn't work, but anyway, we put the first one in and it worked. And he did say he knows the second one's a good one. So he says he can keep that one as well. So I've got a spare now. Should it fail, I can just swap it. But you know, I hope to see a few of you down up at Goulburn on Sunday. But there again, it might be, this video might not even be up by then. What I'll do, I'll call this part one. I'll call this part one and I'll put it up. And you know, I just hope the turn soldering iron off. I just hope the ukulele brigade don't get on me. You know, it'd be nice actually. I just hope the ukulele brigade don't get on me back. It'd be nice to fill it with George Formby, wouldn't it? You know, put some George Formby on an SD card and, you know, just stick the ukulele on the shelf and have it playing George Formby. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be, you know, given that everyone knows that George Formby is my favourite artist. You know, I'm a very big fan, as everybody knows. Even the George Formby Appreciation Society know about me, I believe. I've had emails off them in the past asking me if I want to join. I will actually, but it's Blackpool, and you know, Blackpool's not a place I actually like. You know, with all the shit that floats in the fucking sea, they should have called it Brownpool. I'll tell you a story. A friend of mine used to go scuba diving there, him and his mates. Used to drive up there in a couple of minis years ago when they was young. And they used to go scuba diving. He said, we went one weekend. He said, we used to go in the summer. So we went one weekend. He says, and I'm there with my goggles and my snorkel on. He says, I'm there. He said, with my goggles on. He says, and just above it, he says, right in front of me goggles, he says, a big lump of fucking shit went bobbing past me goggles. He says, I just went like that. You know, he said, a big Richard III went bobbing past. You know, he says, I've never been fucking, he said, I got out of the water, he says, I've never been in since. You know, he says, I've never been in since. He says, I never bothered after that. You know, but yeah, they should have called it Brownpool. I don't know about fucking Blackpool. Oh, pardon me. Anyway, folks, we'll call this part one, I think, because I need to pick up a speaker, roughly one about the size of that solder bobbin, maybe a bit bigger than that solder bobbin. So that's what I need to look for. I think there's one. I think I've got one up there, but I'm not sure. But we'll see, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so this is a project Bluetooth ukulele. Hopefully to be done one day next week. Hang on. Oh, that weren't worth the fucking effort, was it? Anyway, folks, you all take care. I'll catch you later. Bye for now.